If that is all there is to say, we will start our trailer. So let us get it going. Trailer go. Welcome back to Corruption of Stallone episode 5. We begin today with a recap, a summary of episode 4, where there is wonderful, delicious inspiration up for grabs. Who is going to claim it today?
I can get it.
Okay, well, we will see. Do a good enough job, and you will get it.
Okay.
Let's go. Tell us.
Do I do it in character or as a player?
As you wish. Like most times, it's just a recap as a player.
Okay, gotcha. Anyway, so last week was May 12th, Sunday, 2024. All of us have gathered here, some in the evening, some in the morning, to play a great game of Dungeons and Dragons. Let me tell you what, guys. Last week, we got into quite a scuffle. Let me tell you, there was this big arena with no, let's say, spectators. Only there was this one guy. His name was Morgan Freeman. Gordon Freeman. Morgan. His name was Morgan.
Beastmaster Morgan.
Beastmaster Morgan. And this guy was like our, I don't want to say a producer, but close enough in the arena sense. Essentially, he was evaluating our skills as gladiators to fight and entertain people. And so we did just that. We fought and we tried to entertain. We entertained the masses by making a Beyblade turtle. We entertained the masses by inventing finger guns. We entertained masses by yelling using thaumaturgy, as well as just killing lizards, killing gnolls, as well as for the third and final act, we killed a huge bug called Melissa.
Rip Melissa.
Yes, rip Melissa. And even though we weren't supposed to kill it, we did it anyway. And I think that is both a great thing and a good thing.
A great thing and a good thing.
Yes, a great thing and a good thing for us. Not for the Beastmaster,
Oh, well.
because he has to get a new one. Probably one that is more dangerous. Which will also be a great thing because we'll get to kill it. Anyway, after performing so well at the fight, we left our equipment at the arena, after which we went back to the slave pens. I think it was also like evening when we got back.
Yeah, late afternoon. For sure.
Yeah, so we went back, and apparently Magrum speaks the dad joke language. So yeah, there's also that.
Thank you so much. Feel free to take your inspiration if you have yet to use it.
Awesome.
And I will bring us back into the game. So, without further ado, your intro awaits. Reeling from your time in the arena, a place free of whips lashing at your flesh, a place your own strength dictates if you are wounded, A place where you were free to, no, expected to, perform to the best of your abilities. A place where you knew you could prove your skills to others and yourself. A place where you controlled the pace. It may have even felt like you were bonding. Despite being within an arena of bloodshed, working together to achieve a spectacle that very likely no one in Gerst would have seen before. And you chat excitedly about how it all went down as you make your way back to the slave pens. From the strategy of front line and back line, to the maneuvers and movement that was used, to the showing of what you are made of, and least not of all, the names you seem to have acquired through it all. As you heard the guards discussing excitedly about what sort of crowd your new names could bring to the arena. Aurora, the Shield, Viturin. Karik, Shellshock, Sandshell. Magrim, Fingerguns, Bolvar. And back and forth debates for Nissa and Lokar yet to be named, but mentions of perhaps Slayer and Pouncer respectively. Yet, despite this feeling of success, being accepted as a trainee gladiator, saving yourselves from a slave butcher, builder, or underwear valet, that knowing feeling that you are still a survivor with the current address of the Gerst slave pens is still very real to each of you. And it is that feeling that now hits even harder into you, like a tidal wave thunderously crashing into a beachhead, when you re-enter the pens and see a scene unfolding. A scene that thrusts the cold, hard reality of your predicament into your chests, leaving you breathless, as like a thieve's dagger slipping past your ribs and into your lungs. It is not the sound of the gate slamming shut once more behind you, or the squeal of the iron bars locking it in place that has your focus right now. It is not the newly erected 7-foot-tall wooden stake protruding from the ground in the center of the slave pens, nor the crowd of slaves from both camps looking solemnly onwards. What scars your brains is the scene unfolding before you of your tiefling acquaintance tied to the said stake. A sweaty guard whipping her back bloody, and her screams of tormented pain echoing around the pens. The life of a slave is not as fortuitous for some. Crack after crack of the whip, asking its pain-giving questions to the exposed, bleeding back of Melandra, which receives the increasingly weakened whimpers and cries of anguish for her answers. The guard doing the whipping taunts and goads Melandra between each lash. We'll break you yet. Any one of you can stop this. All we need is a name. Come on, you shit heaps. This bitch pays for your silence with her flesh. Inevitably, Melandra's legs give out as she falls unconscious from the torture, and with heavy breathing, the guard stops and looks up to the platform behind him overlooking the pens, to the overseer Gron Blacktooth, who mutters to himself. Maybe she didn't know after all. Well, we've got time. So much time. Gron Blacktooth turns and walks back out of view and the guards also leave the pens. And you are left alone with the wreck of a person that is Melandra. Still tied to the stake. Still unconscious. Still bleeding. What would you like to do?
Um, I think you can see like even while this was happening, Bakar was already like starting to like count guards and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and kind of like moving forward, and but he counted a lot of guards. So you can see him still being like vigilant and like thinking about it
Mm-hmm.
pretty clearly. To anyone who has seen him a while, you can tell that probably.
Magrum will turn to Carrick and say, Carrick, come on. We gotta go help them.
I agree.
You're better with medicine.
Yeah, I start moving forward.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nisa also moves forward, like with the intent of untying Malanda and getting her out of there. She's not saying anything because she's actually seething,
Mm.
and she knows if she says something, she will end up in the pit again. Staying quiet for now, biting her tongue, but she's gonna help Malanda.
You see Nahav on the west and Manaj on the east, just standing there, almost like looking at each other, looking at Malanda, like arms crossed. They know full well what it means to intervene, but they stand there stoically, watching you as you rush to Malanda's aid. The ropes used are old, like scratchy, frayed, but strong enough to hold Malanda there against the pike, and she's like crumpled down, her arms, her hands sort of tied behind the stake, so she's facing the stake with her hands tied on the other side of it.
Mhm.
Carrick, you are an expert at medicine. Tell me, is it better to apply the pressure to stop the bleeding?
Just on the wounds, just try to push some pressure down on the wound, see if it'll stop.
Okay.
And I'm also trying to see if there's anything I can do to stop bleeding, patch her up, anything.
Magrum will give you the help action with that.
Mm-hmm. Roll medicine.
Oof.
There are so many wounds.
You have
Well,
the help action.
Yeah.
Oh,
we'll
you had the
you.
help action. Okay,
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
with advantage.
So, yeah.
Yeah,
Roll again.
you're not currently exhausted.
No,
Oh, but
Oh.
it doesn't matter.
Doesn't help.
Wait, you're currently exhausted? I think you are.
no, because of the drink.
No, because of the drink. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this isn't like a situation where Karik can't heal or can't really like soothe the wounds. It's just there are so many of them, and the long, thin wounds that crisscross and scar her back. You don't really know where to begin, but you begin anyway with the help of Magrim to try and take part of your loincloths or like the tatters of ribbons for Malander's slip, and the halfling lady on the side looks to Minaj, and Minaj gives her a quick nod, and she steps forward and just hands you a somewhat dirty but unused loincloth that can be torn into bandages.
Thank
Magrum
you.
will yeah.
Yeah, I'll take it and start tearing it up, trying to make some type of bandage.
She is still breathing, but unconscious from all that's happened to her. And I assume, Nissa, you just undo the bindings.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that over time. It's not even requiring a check.
Right.
You can see Lokar being weirdly hesitant this moment. And I would like to like see what the like look at the guards, and I mean obviously I can't see much, but I mean maybe the I can like read any body language, or I can see.
Make a perception check. As far as you can tell, like, the guards are just doing their job. They're standing still in the watchtowers, looking down over you. It's a bit far to see any sort of, body language or, insights in terms of whether or not they're happy, sad, or whatever. It seems business as usual for them.
Lokar, you want to carry her over to our tent?
Yeah, that might be a good idea.
He doesn't say anything, and he picks her up, brings her to the tent.
Okay. Yeah, you scoop her up in your arms, like, lay it across them. You don't like firemen's carry her, right? You pick her up, and just like one arm underneath her knees, one arm holding her back.
Yeah.
Sure, no worries. You're a big, strong boy, and you can totally do that.
I also go to the tent with them.
Aurora does too, with a concerned look on her face.
I'm going to move to this guy here, Manash, is it?
That's right.
And I'm gonna ask him, can you tell us what happened while we were out? Were they questioning her, or how did she end up like that?
Well, you all kind of left. As far as I heard, you were taken to do some gladiator trials. Right, trial out for the gladiators, right? And I guess you kind of like left here behind. And
Well, yeah.
After you left, one of the guards came in, took her once more outside by herself. We all went off to do our slave duties.
Mhm.
And wasn't until we all came back that that lady there, she was already roped up against the stake there, pleading for for mercy. Saying she didn't know anything. So,
Do you maybe recall what they were asking her? Names, places, anything you can recall?
honestly, I don't think they were really expecting her to give any answers. I don't think any answers or questions that she was asked worthy of actual answers. Well, they already asked them in the wherever they took her. I think this was more a show. Nevertheless, they were asking quite a number of times. They want a name.
Name.
Yeah. And that she'll be broken. And that well, occasionally this guy will look around after whipping her, as if waiting for someone to break. Someone to, come to her aid, to tell him to stop. No one did.
I understand. I understand why you didn't. I mean, I know what it's like to be in the pit, so I know why you didn't, step up. But thank you for telling me.
Out of interest, who is she? Because like this has never been done before. They've never put a stake in the middle of the pens and publicly tortured one of us in front of us. So, who the fuck is she? And who the fuck are you? Upsetting the status quo here in the pens.
Well, she's a friend, and I guess we were wrong place, wrong time. That's all I can say, really. We got into a fight and we were taken here.
Right.
So yeah.
Clearly they're trying to drag something out of her.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what they're asking. I don't know what they want. I mean, I want to know because I'm trying to help her survive, like live. I don't want her to die. As I said, she's a friend. So that's why I was asking.
Right. Well, this spills over to one of my people. I'll know who to come looking for.
Yeah, sure. And she goes, "Take care," and she moves away.
Minaj like eyeballs you. He like stands there like watching you move off.
She walks away and she doesn't look back. And as soon as she steps into the tent, she goes, "They're on to us." Shit.
Do any of us have water ration on us at the moment?
No, the evening water ration has yet to begin.
Okay.
All right.
So,
What do you mean they're on to us, Nissa?
names?
Oh, I talked to this guy, Manaj, and I basically I just wanted to know what kind of shit they were after when they were, whipping Melanda in front of everybody, making a show out of it and all that stuff. Because I don't know what kind of trouble she's in. I don't know what they want from her, what they possibly want to make such a big issue of it. And he told me that they were asking her to give them a name, like repeatedly. They wanted a name. I don't know what kind of name they were hoping for. I don't know. I don't know what they want. But Manaj, I mean, he told me he didn't have an issue telling me the truth, I guess. But he looked suspicious. Um, he's like, ever since you came in here, everything's been upset. Blah blah blah. Nobody's been whipped and tortured so publicly. Blah, blah, blah. So she's quoting his words like with her fingers. and and then he asked, "Who the fuck are you?" And so I had to tell him. I had to tell him that we were just at the wrong place at the wrong time, and we got into a fight with the Templars and got taken here as a result. I didn't know what to say. I mean, that's the truth, but yeah, I didn't tell him that we were defending her, nor that she was being chased by the Templars.
We're probably in trouble.
Well,
I don't know how much time we have.
I suppose the guards suspect whoever was helping her to do you know what is also in the slave pens. So I suppose they were trying to get a name out of her and out of all of them.
I think they figured out who helped her in the end, Which is why I mean, we're in trouble.
Yeah, but a name. A name of who? A name of what?
We don't know anything, alright? Let's not figure it out, because that would be very bad. Okay?
Would be
What do
very
you
bad.
mean?
We are a target right now.
Always
Yeah,
have
but
been.
is it
More
because
so
we
now.
are? Is it because we are gladiators, or is it because we are with Melanda, or both?
Hmm. Well,
I think we now have multiple targets on our back.
I'm just saying,
Fucking great.
taking Melanda from that stake is very less risky. The gods definitely saw us. And they definitely wanted to figure out who would help her.
Oh, are you
And
implying that they left her there? They made such a show in hopes that anyone,
Well, if
you know,
she
or
doesn't break,
somebody.
maybe someone that also knows can break.
Yeah. Or maybe if they saw us helping her, they're like, aha.
Or
right,
maybe
and
she
now they
will
think
break with the right tools and the right people to apply them to.
Yeah, that sounds bad.
Hmm.
I mean, I suppose we're lucky that we went to the Gladiator when we did, because, you know, they might want to keep us in the game because we do a good show.
Us, not Melanda. They'll probably keep breaking her until she breaks.
Yeah.
We gotta get her out of here. Or us
Yes.
ourselves. So that we can get her out from outside, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, but how?
There's
We are
also
being
another.
watched. Like,
Sorry?
I mean, how do we get out or get her out? We're being watched 24/7 by this troop of assholes.
Mm,
real
well,
quick while we're having this conversation. I
Mm.
want to poke my head out of the tent and look around. Does it look like anybody's trying to eavesdrop on us through the tent?
Make a perception check.
Very subtle.
You can see as you look around a fellow slave just to the south of the tent
Mhm.
who is quite close to you guys, within earshot, sitting on the ground by himself.
And that's would Karik know that's the one that Aurora made friends with? Do I recognize that?
I mean, friends is a loose term. Gave her
Yeah.
water ration
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can.
Okay. Okay. I'm not gonna say anything to him. Stick my head back in. Just so everybody is aware, we do have a friend outside the tent.
Do we now?
Kyle like immediately like stands up and like takes a fist and kind of looks at Karik.
I don't think he means any harm, but I can't be sure.
It's everyone
He's
for
within
themselves here.
he's within earshot. Just wanted to make sure everybody is aware.
Well,
I'll
at
look
least
out.
if.
Um,
Oh, sorry.
uh,
Yeah. Go on. Go on.
I'll also move out in the tent
Mm-hmm.
and move in front of this guy and just look at him and say, "Get lost."
He looks at you. He witnessed you collapse the rib cage of his friend.
Forgot about that.
He looks immediately about to piss himself as you tower over him and tell him to get lost, and he complies with as much speed as he could possibly muster.
Well,
Goes back in.
at least if any of this transpires, we know whose neck to snap. right?
You mean whose neck to choke?
I'm sorry?
Whose neck to choke?
Choke?
Yes.
Who choked? Who choked who? What are you talking about?
I didn't say anything. It's just, one of the slaves choked one of their own last night, I think. Yeah.
Oh, tragic.
Anyway,
Anyway, so
we
as I was
should not
saying,
go ahead.
yes. So the main way, as I said previously, to get out of here is probably the gate. It's the easiest to climb, and well, most likely the guards, once they are on rotation, well, they'll be away from it, moving about the walls. So that's about as best shot as we have at any. I don't see us climbing that wall, especially with a portcullis, not portcullis, excuse me, a fence around it.
Yeah.
So that's uh, my idea of it. Sorry, Lokar, you were saying.
I don't think it's a good idea to try to escape from this place here. Considering that we can move to the dedicated space, which is closer to any stuff we can hide if we ever get out. And we also have our stuff. You guys can do your stuff. I'm not on my own.
That's true, but we still have to get Melanda somehow. You don't imagine she can fit inside your shell, Carrick?
It is quite cramped inside here.
Okay.
It's not worth trying to get out if it's not possible. Makes more sense to get out, come back.
Yeah, but maybe by the time we come back, it's already too late. I mean, look at her. And she points at Melinda.
So the better plan is to just fail here while being inside.
I'm not saying that. I mean, I too think that the safest bet is to try to escape while we're outside, when we have our stuff and our powers and everything. But at the same time, I'm worried about what might happen to her while we are out of here.
The same thing that's happening while we're here. She definitely still has some days in her, I would say.
You're quite the optimist.
Well, she knows these things. She knows how to not break. Not that it's doing her any good right now.
As much as I hate to say it, he does have a point. I want to get her out as quick as possible as well, but we can't do that while we're in here with no magic and no weapons. We're
Yeah,
gonna
of
have
course.
to leave her again to get out, so that we even have a chance of getting her out.
Yeah, I get that. God,
And I mean, if we want to free her from her pain, there's always third option.
I hate it when others are right. But yeah, you guys are right.
Well, for emergencies or good opportunities that can always happen, I do have something for you guys. I don't know if you all saw me pick it up, and he's going to pull out of his loincloth the shiv he picked up.
The what?
The dagger, basically.
Mm.
Have we ever gotten her name? I don't know. The orc gladiator
You
that we
didn't
killed.
ask. You might have heard the
Yeah.
back and forth
Yeah,
with Listen
yeah.
and the orc. Her name was
Canla.
Canla, indeed.
Yeah. I'll put it in the middle tent. I'm not any better with this or without it. But some of you might be able to use it in emergencies. I look over to Nissa.
Nisa is going to narrow her eyes at the dagger and then at Lokar. Emergencies such as, you mean like being attacked by our fellow slaves, or emergencies like I am so tired I'm gonna unalive myself?
It's up to you to decide, I think. Either place
Mm,
works.
yeah, you have a point.
Sure.
And she takes the dagger.
Mm-hmm.
I just think you would be a bit more efficient right now with this. And you seem eager to get into the action, so I think it's better to give you something than to have you run in empty-handed.
Where do
She's
you
gonna
where do you put the dagger? Or the shiv?
have absolutely no idea.
Well, I put it in my loincloth.
Yeah, but you have a belt. Like she has a slip.
I don't know.
If you can,
Like,
I guess it's seeing the problem. I suppose I could say like, I mean, if you want to, I mean, you just should know that it's out there, and I can hold it on, and
yeah. Yeah, you
you
can,
can
yeah,
get it,
it's better
and
if you
yeah,
hold on to it, yeah.
just good to know.
By the way, Lokar, this is completely unrelated, but I noticed that you and Melanda know each other, maybe? Have you ever seen each other before?
We have.
Oh, how come? Just curious. And she grins.
I can tell. It's a colleague, I suppose, from some time ago.
Okay.
She doesn't look like much of a fighter. Like someone who'd use a sword.
No, but that doesn't mean she can't be useful.
Have spells?
No, not really. I mean, there's a reason she isn't breaking by the torture. It's not. I don't think any of you would be able to withstand necessarily.
I
She
know I
just
wouldn't.
she just has
Hmm.
learned not break. A part of her job.
Um, this is a question for the DM. Can we try to wake her up? Or is she completely out?
She is unconscious. She's not sleeping.
Yeah, I mean, maybe
Takes
I
an
was.
hour something before she can.
It takes a certain amount based off of a
Yep,
roll in
based on-
terms of
yeah,
like
yeah.
when you're unconscious.
Oh,
She's not
right.
dying, but mechanic wise, like when you get knocked unconscious, you are if unable to be healed. You just wake up after a certain amount of time.
Oh, right. Yeah, I forgot. Sorry.
Okay.
Thank
Listen,
you.
this I'm sure you're all curious. All of you are. I can tell, but I don't think it's gonna do you any good figuring stuff out. And me might also need to start calling me by a different name, just to be safe.
Hmm.
Around these people? I mean, the other slaves?
No, not necessarily the other slaves, but I guess the more consistent we are with it, the safer.
Hmm. Okay.
All right.
Um. How about a stage name? So that all of us go by something that the spectators also know us. Oh,
That'd be
by
a
the way,
spin.
Garrick, you okay with Shell Shock? It just kind of came in the moment.
Oh, I love it. I
Ah,
think it's
great.
That was so cool.
Glad you enjoy it. Well, Lokar, for you, what do you think about Earthquake?
I don't
Hmm.
really care.
Alright.
Look, it's either that or Jeremy.
I was thinking more about Thar or some other Goliath name.
I don't know. I think Nissa might be onto something with Jeremy.
Yeah. Jimbo.
Ooh, Jimbo.
I don't know. You just suggested another name, and Jeremy popped in my head. It's a very inconspicuous name, so
I'm glad you guys are having fun.
Well, what else are we supposed to do? Mope around?
As
Yeah.
you say that, you can all hear the grinding of iron from the gate to the slave pens screech open, and the iron door thrust forcefully open, and you can feel some movement. Like you look through some holes in the tent, you can see a lot of the slaves that are to the eastern camp, the non-elf camp, begin to move almost quickly as everyone rushes away from their spots. There is something happening.
ooh. Should we step out, see what's going on?
Well, let's go take a look.
Yes.
Gonna stay in the tent.
You can see everyone is lining up very quickly on both sides. Ooh, this guy's here.
Did we jump in line?
Hey man, you do you.
Ooh, big guys,
Yeah. Big boys.
chunky boys.
Chunky boys. They are not trolls.
Giants.
Sorry.
Giants?
They are. What the hell are they? Oh god.
Ogres.
Ogres?
Thank you.
Ogres.
Sorry. Yeah, my brain has been sizzled from the sun. So ogres wearing armor. Ogre enforcers, Nissa and Aurora would know that tend to trail after groups of Templars as the muscle. They have entered the slave pens, and the head slaver is looking left and right. It seems like the other slaves know exactly what to do in this situation as they walk further into the slave pens. What are you going to do?
I
Ooh.
loosely fall in line.
Yeah, just like I thought about staying in the tent, but even from my tent I can see what's going on, I think.
Yeah. You can just peek your head out, yeah.
So I'll just move Melanda outside the tent,
Uh-huh.
just a bit. So no, like to the wall here, I think. I guess I'll ask maybe the others as they're leaving or as I see them going in line. Should I take Melanda to the line, or should I just move her away?
Um,
Nora says,
maybe it's better if you leave her there. I mean, they know she's here.
Yep. Then I'll have her move towards the wall so she's not in our tent.
You're gonna move her outside of your tent?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like yeah, like to the one more to the right maybe, and then I'll head into the line.
Okay. Yeah, you can just like sort of scoop her, put her there, and you head to the line just as the head slaver of the pens and two armored ogres are walking in. The head slaver looks left and right, marching down the pens. He immediately moves over to Nehav and like looks him up and down and like, gets right in his face. It's a little too far to see, but you can see his face is very, very close to Nehav's, and there is a conversation that goes in there, and you can also see the elves on either side of Nehav sort of like shift slightly, and you all are in a certain angle to be able to see like what is his body language looks like or what he's doing. So either you can roll a perception check or you can roll an insight check to define one of two of many things.
I shall do a perception check.
Same.
I got a 4.
Hmm.
I'm
I got a
with
23.
insight.
I'm not going to roll.
Okay.
11. Well,
Okay, I will roll for Aurora. 1 second. Oops.
Also
Aurora.
roll if you want.
No, it's fine. I got this. Thank you, though. Perception. Normal. Okay.
oh,
Both Karik and Aurora see this, but Karik, as you're the one here, you will see this. You can see that Nehav's doesn't respond to the head slaver. He doesn't say anything back. He just takes some verbal abuse, but you do see his eyes shift your way, your direction. And the moment that happens, and then he looks back towards the head slaver, and the head slaver steps back after that moment.
Damn.
After that, the head slaver goes back to going down the line with these two armored ogres and heads further to you. He goes to the stake, noticing that Malanda is no longer there, and scratches his filthy, like wiry bearded, like stubble on his chin, and almost chuckles to himself. And then his eyes flick to the left, towards you, Nissa.
mm.
And he moves in front of the stake, and he just like leans back on the stake, like the blood is still fresh on the ground, and folds his arms and regards you silently with a creepy, despicable grin forming over his face, his yellow, chipped teeth visible to you. The rest of the slaves seems to shift slightly uneasily. Then he points nonchalantly to you, towards you, Nissa, and says to the ogre guard, "That one. Take her to the Templars."
What?
And the ogre boys are coming down to take you.
Okay, she doesn't resist, but she gives Carrick an urgent looking look.
But, I think Lokar will just say, not directed at anyone. We're just taking tieflings here, huh?
The head slaver makes it like a look at you, Lokar, and says, quite strongly, it says, "Looking to lose some teeth, are you, slave?"
I mean, I can understand wanting to take some tieflings with you. Just surprised why there are not more in this pen then.
The head slaver looks to one of the ogre guards and gives him a look, and the ogre guard comes down here, and he's going to roll an attack to punch you in the face. He rolls a 19.
That hits.
You take 7 points of punch damage as he slams his armored fist right into your jaw. And he says, "Slave no talk." And they return to Nissa, who is willing and able. They each grab your wrist, and they are going to escort you out of the slave pens.
Careful, Nissa.
Yay!
Yay!
You're free.
I'm sure they're taking me to the amusement park.
Okay, and you're gonna like go all the way out, and I'm just going to, the slave, head slaver is gonna go to you, Lokar. Stand here, just obviously the ogres are still there, and he says, "I'm watching you, big boy." And he's gonna walk back with Nissa and the ogre guard. And you're gonna go over this way.
Hi.
Hi.
And you can see like the same thing happens. There's a breath of like phew from the majority of the slaves left, and they go about going back to their corners. And there's like some muttering and some discussions amongst them.
First, gonna spit some blood. On the ground.
I
As I said.
am gonna give everyone a look like we should get back in the tent, and then start walking back to the tent.
I'll put Malanda back in the tent too.
You scooper.
It's council time.
It's what time?
Council.
Council. Council?
like the council of Elrond.
Oh right. Like add my axe.
As I said, we're in trouble. And it doesn't seem like being gladiators did help her much.
While we were standing in line, I noticed he was talking to Neav, the elf guy, and he gave us a look in our direction right before the slaver said to take Nissa, so he definitely just ratted us out. He didn't do it verbally, but I caught it.
Unsurprising.
That's strange. Wonder what we did to him.
Oh,
Nothing.
he just didn't wanna be a problem to them. It's very obvious, very easy. Everyone here would do the same. We are just not doing it because we're just here for a few days.
Mm. Well, I suppose.
This definitely complicates our plans.
Well, I told you it was a dangerous choice to pull it down from there.
I feel like that would have happened regardless if we did that or not.
Maybe. I suppose we have been talking with her for now, so. There. The others surely noticed.
Yes. And the guards too, probably.
But why only Nissa? We all helped take Melandra down and bring her to the tent.
I don't know. Maybe they've.
One by one to crush our spirits so that others cannot help, you know?
Maybe it's because she said that Melanda was a friend of hers. Maybe because they know more than we do.
That much is pretty evident.
Well, I suppose we wait until she wakes up.
We're
And
not.
then we'll get some answers.
No, we shouldn't get any answers.
I'd like to know what we're dealing with,
Not gonna help you, trust me.
what we should say, what we shouldn't.
Trust me, you guys are better off not knowing. Okay?
Great.
Can I tell? Does Lokar know more than he's letting on? Can I insight
I
check
think you
Lokar?
you don't even need to insight. I think he's getting very abrasive with it. The more
Okay.
you keep pushing on answers, I think you can tell.
That he does know something that
Yep.
he's telling us that we don't want to know. Okay.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Wanda was already too careless. Got us here in the first place.
Okay. So
And she doesn't owe us an explanation as to why we got her here.
You can have your explanation when we're out of here. Unless you want to be in the fear of getting tortured for the rest of your life or until you break.
I feel like they're gonna torture us regardless, because they
There are
think
ways to.
they already think we know these things. So they're gonna keep torturing us
Maybe,
until
but
they get the
they're.
answer they want.
Well, there's ways to, you know, um, in our magic world to figure out if someone knows something or doesn't. Now, if they just still want to torture us a bit for fun, sure, but they'll grow tired if they know that there's nothing to gain from their interrogation. Simple spell, and you just say, you don't know. It's not really any argument for them anymore. They're definitely gonna do their session though, still. But maybe it's not gonna be as many.
okay.
I can't though. And it's not as exciting as you guys think it is. I certainly know nothing.
Yeah, right. Anyway, I suppose we should wait. You make a fine point about spells learning the truth. Still would love to know what the hell we're dealing with, but you're right. Suppose we can wait.
Yeah. The only option against this is to be silent, which is kind of an answer too.
I don't know, I'd like to talk. Tell them misinformation.
Yes.
At least they'll be getting something. And their spells would indicate, man, maybe he's telling the truth.
Hmm.
He's doing the same hand gesture as Nissa was.
Finger guns?
No, like hand fucking.
Voting. Mm.
Yeah, yeah.
Guess we wait until water rations.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. See, Lokar seems stressed, I think you can see. He's just gonna like sit down and just like do some what seems like breathing exercise.
Mm-hmm. Does anyone else do anything, or should the scene switch at this point?
Just as the conversations happened, both like before and after the slaver came in, I was trying with like anything that I had to finish bandaging up Melanda the best I could.
Yeah, you can check on her wounds and like wring out the blood from some of the rags and reapply them in this time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. She is taken care of.
Carrick,
Yes.
what kind of name should I have as a gladiator if I make it until tomorrow?
I'm not sure. Think I need to maybe watch you fight another time.
Fair point.
See more of what she can do.
Ag is going to draw mathematical equations in the sand because he's trying to pass the time.
Okay. And with that, with Lokar breathing, Karik tending to the wounded Malanda, and Aurora standing outside, like looking tentatively towards the gate, and like having a look out, ensuring no one is having an eavesdropping session on you guys. And Magrim taking some time to do some equations. We switch scene. Nissa.
At the
Oh, boy.
amusement park.
What was that, Karik?
I said Nissa at the amusement park.
Yeah.
Mm.
So you're in the
Having the time of
spa
her life.
and you're having a massage, and you are taken to the west side. Oh, my apologies. It's actually the east side, where the Templar huts are. My apologies. And you are walked around some of the brickyard and drawn to the eastern row of buildings that line the slave pens. You are marched there by the head slaver and each ogre holding your wrists with a grip of iron. You could equally be dragged if you did not, volunteer to walk. You could have been a sack of potatoes for all they cared. And you are taken to a structure that has the sign of the Templars over the top of the entryway. There is a deep, dark red and black curtain that covers the entrance to this Templar's hut. And the head slaver pulls back the curtain, steps to the side, and the ogres look to almost like thrust you in. But given that you're going willingly, they push you in, somewhat forcefully, but you're still on your feet.
Okay.
The curtain closes behind you. You find yourself in a gloomy, dark lit hut with some candles lit on the sides of the hut. It's not too big, maybe 20 foot wide, 10 foot high, but adorned with fabrics and silks within inside this hut that does not necessarily feel like it's all in place. The hut outside is quaint, rustic. Inside is lush and lavish. Yet, despite the feeling of fabric under your bare feet, you see in front of you a black and white robed Templar, his face hidden in darkness, the light behind him playing to his benefit, and his voice comes out and says, "I could have you whipped, even killed for your brazen lack of respect, girl. Here in my hut, you show me the respect a Templar deserves. Your death would hardly make any impact to the world. This I'm sure of. But it might teach the others a lesson. Perhaps you know of a reason I should not kill you. The Templar pauses, obviously awaiting a response.
Misa is just going to stand there. She's clearly attempting to get a better glimpse under the hood, maybe not succeeding. She's trying to be, kind of stealthy about it, and not to let it show so much. But when they speak, she straightens up and shrugs and go, well, you're probably right in thinking, or rather saying, that my death wouldn't really matter. Because if you've done your homework, you probably know I have little to nothing left to lose. And you look like somebody who does their homework. But the reason I can give you not to kill me is that you clearly need something from me. So what is it?
How very astute of you, girl. I would hardly have thought a random slave from the pens would be so observant to understand that you're here for a reason, and not just to grovel before a Templar's feet for forgiveness, mercy, or any other reason to be lenient. You're quite right. I am looking for something that perhaps you could help the Templars out with. If you would be willing.
Well, that depends on two things. And those two things are what that thing you need is, and what you're willing to give me, or rather us, in return.
See, I thought I had my high hopes that you were smart, girl, but clearly you have misunderstood the situation. This is for you, girl. Your chance. Your chance to have beneficial treatment. Your chance to work on the inside for the Templars. I could be lenient, or I could be vicious. But negotiations are what they are. And he gestures to the side where a goblet, like a brass goblet, sits on a small table. And within it is clean water.
Do I know that it's clean water?
Well,
Or-
it appears to be clean water.
Oh, okay. Misa's going to look at the goblet, and she's going to. Obviously, she's very thirsty, but she's gonna swallow, and she's gonna go, "Oh, I'm all right, but thank you."
No. Negotiations wouldn't be done properly without some form of libation. You are free to drink, it is not poison. But what I ask of you is cooperation.
With what?
Well, we have a situation within the pens. A certain resource has made its way to within the fenced area. And we're looking for someone within and amongst the slaves, and we are hoping that with a little bit of pressure, that person could be perhaps drawn out.
Okay. Can I ask what this person has done to the Templars?
The pens hold certain groups that want disciplining.
Mm-hmm. Um, so you basically are asking me to find not something, but someone that is currently in the pens with us,
Go on.
but I don't know, maybe I'm reaching here, but are they in hiding? Are they going by a different name? Do you have any suspicions?
For now, everyone is with a certain level of suspicion. We are attempting other methods to bring to light certain pieces of information that could be lucrative to the Templars.
Mm-hmm. I would like to know, and she leans forward a bit. She's standing still far from this person, but she leans forward a bit. Before proceeding, I would really like to know who I'm talking to.
Who I am is none of your concern, girl. You are either choosing to be of an asset to us, or you're not. It's amazing what a single word from a Templar can do. A wooden stake in the slave pens. You could choose an easy way or a hard way, but let this be known to you, girl. The Templars always get what they want.
Why bring me here then? You must have been struggling. No offense.
It is a subtle approach that is sometimes required, girl. Not everything is so brazenly boorish, black and white, simple or hard. It is the subtleties that set us apart from the chaff in the field. You either choose to be an informant, girl, or you do not. What do you choose?
What happens if I refuse?
There are certain penalties for refusing to help the Templars when called upon.
Oh, I thought you were gonna go on. But yeah. No, I mean, yeah, I could get that info for you. I think. Yeah, why not?
Very good. Are you lying or are you telling the truth?
I am lying through my
Okay.
teeth,
Roll
obviously.
your deception check as he rolls
Oh my god.
his insight.
Okay. Deception, right?
Yes, please.
There we go. Come on. Oh shit.
He very clearly settles back in his chair, leans back once more as you say this that you were willing to help, and the next thing he says is, "You do not know whom you are attempting to subvert, you silly child. Slaver!" And the curtain is thrust open, pouring a little bit of light into the floor below you. And you are yanked by your hair by a large armored hand out into the light once more.
Oh, come on.
You are like almost dragged by the ogres back down to the slave pens. The door is thrust open. You hear some muttering, some laughing, some grinning between the ogres and the head slaver. As you enter the slave pens, the head slaver grabs a whip from the like a rack to the side of the entrance, and the ogres march you up to the stake and hold each arm in place as the head slaver says to the whole pen, "Never get tired of this. One of you will break." And he will proceed to whip you, Nissa.
Great.
You receive... Like, he lashes you 10 times.
Oh my god.
You receive 16 points of whipping damage as he is tearing into your back.
Oh my god. Okay.
And you wail and scream as you're left there. The ogres just like let your arms go, and says the head slaver shouts out to both parties and says, "We got all the time in the world. One of you's gonna talk. Ha ha! Keeps me arm healthy and strong. Boys."
No, I was just gonna say that Nisa, if she has any strength left at all, she's gripping the stake with all her might, and she's gonna turn her head and look at the slaver and go, "Your soul will see the deepest of hell. By the time I'm done with you, you will be begging for death."
The head slaver turns around and goes, "Oh, feisty. I like you when they're feisty. Maybe a little bit more of this." And he's going to continue to whip you.
Yeah, go ahead, bring it in.
He'll whip you 2 more times.
Okay.
For 10 points of extra
Woo!
whip damage into the face.
Okay. All right. No, I'm not dead, but I'm nearly there.
You're nearly there? Okay. And he says, "Anything more, girl? Want some more of the lash?"
Oh, she can't speak.
Okay.
She can only sputter.
That's what
Try
I
not to
thought.
choke.
He looks at, he like eyeballs everyone who's like could be causing any sort of scene, then turns and walks back towards the gate, and the ogre guard is left. The gate shuts, and you are left.
Can I move, or am I just too weak to stand up?
It's up to you.
Well,
Hey.
I have four hit points remaining, so
Yeah.
not that good.
Hey, Nissa.
She's gonna look up at you guys and go and grin, and all her teeth are bloody and everything. She's go, "Hey guys."
I suppose the spa days, they're going great, huh? And he will offer you a hand.
She's gonna take it and try to heave herself up and go, "Yeah, that was bloody awesome." Ah,
Let's get out of here.
good call. Yeah. I might need to lie down.
Alright,
Okay.
back to the tent to patch up another person that's been whipped almost to death.
You're getting quite the number of patients.
Our tent is getting smaller because I keep ripping off pieces of fabric to make bandages.
It gets shorter and shorter until you're
Yeah.
like your loincloth is like a little bit too risque even for a turtle. Like, oh wow, okay. Yeah.
Magrum helps Nissa walk.
Thank you.
Aurora will actually speak up at this point and say,
Oh.
I take it the Templars did not go easy on you.
Well, not exactly. No. No. I mean, they took me to a tent where there was some shady ass motherfucker with a black and white robes, and I couldn't see their face. Would you know who that is?
Unfortunately, my reach doesn't actually go that high. I was just first on the rung of the Templars.
Ooh, I kind of feel important. And she, as she sits down, she grimaces in pain. Anyway, yeah. I was taken there, and this tosser was talking about how they are looking for something, well, somebody. Apparently, this person is right here in the pens with us. And yeah, they wanted my cooperation. They wanted me to pass them information. And I tried to, fit my way out of that, but it didn't go as planned.
So they want you to find something that they don't know without giving you any help?
Yeah, basically, they're
Wow,
Templars.
that's helpful.
To be fair, I did ask for something in return, but the guy went all, "Oh, the Templars aren't just letting you live," on me. So yeah, I figured that was useless.
You need to be less reckless. It's
Oh, but where's the fun in that?
can't see any fun here. I suppose not
Or
my place to
here.
tell.
Karik says as he's working on the wounds on your back.
Aurora
Listen.
says, well, clearly you did something right, otherwise you wouldn't have been whipped in display of everyone here.
Yeah, I guess now I can be a martyr. Is that what you call it? And as soon as she laughs, she grimaces in pain and goes, "Oh, oh, 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 shit, oh."
Ilmater will heal your suffering just as soon as I'm able to.
That's fine. That's fine.
Listen,
Lokar,
Hmm?
Lokar, do you? I know you've already made it clear you don't want to tell us what you think that they're after because you don't want us to know. But do you think that what you know is the person they're looking for or the thing they're looking for?
um, kind of like looks around one more tent outside the tent to see that there's no to like look if there's anyone around.
Aurora does the whole like sort of
Yeah, yeah.
look out for you guys.
He
You know,
just does
it's-
it anyway.
Yeah. You seem like you have if you keep it soft and not shouting, that you've got some sort of privacy for the moment.
I don't really know that much. I do know things. Like I can't really say they're gonna help. I I would think they're not after me, but that doesn't mean that I'm not in danger to some extent. I mean, maybe they're after Nissa.
Me?
Maybe.
I mean,
Or maybe there's something else here. Not with
look.
us at all. Something different.
Hmm. I mean, when they mentioned that they were looking for somebody, I thought of her first, and she points to Melanda.
Well, they know of her already.
Yeah.
Not much to find, is
Or
there?
and then I have to be honest, you popped into my head because just a few days ago I was minding my business in the Warrens and nobody was looking for me. I don't know.
Well, I would hope not. The fact that I've not been dragged off gives me some hope. But, if that's the case, better cut your ties while you still can, alright?
But sorry, better what?
Cut your ties while you still can.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely.
We don't know each other really, so not harm in letting me go.
Hmm.
So next time, just take whatever's given to you. Not try to be a
I,
hero or something.
well, I wasn't about to turn on you guys. I
You
mean,
don't
I
even
know.
know. You don't even know if you have to turn on us. And
Well, they were pretty much asking me to.
just because you decide in one moment that that is what you're going to do without all the information you have doesn't mean you can change your mind. All you guys have all these morals and thoughts and how you have to honor agreements or whatever. It's pretty stupid. You can just make
What?
it up as you want to, so.
Nisa will laugh. They go, morals? What is that? Do you eat it?
Well, you seem to have some because you didn't accept what was given to you, your option to. You didn't want to turn on us, as you said.
Yeah, I know. I like to think you, or I guess some of you, would have done the same had you been in my position.
Well, I would think that all of you are stupid. But, it's not the problem, really. Ah, I suppose there's not really much we can do. I mean, I guess we could try and see if there's maybe someone else here outside of this group that, the Templars are looking for.
Yeah, we can definitely stay on the lookout, maybe. What do you guys think?
I mean,
Magrim?
we got ratted out by this elf guy. So I guess, if it's not just for looking out for himself, and not being trouble, it could be, misdirection or I don't know.
Yeah, about that. What a fucking snitch. Yeah, just wait until he closes his eyes tonight. Damn.
Maybe in this condition you should just sleep.
Agreed.
I was debating on whether to drag myself across the dirt to him and, having a wee little chat, but you guys are the voice of reason, so
What do you
I
mean by
rest.
that?
They can see in the dark you approach from a kilometer away. I don't think that would be a great idea.
Like, I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
if you wanted to make friends with him, maybe, but if you want to be angry at him, then that's a very bad idea.
God, I'm so angry all the time.
I can understand you. You're in a bad
I
place.
empathize with you. I can tell you that. Maybe I can show you some ways to try to reduce that anger without having to punch things. Although punching things is always nice.
It really is, but I might take you up on that someday. Don't know when, but I
Don't
will.
do it too late.
Okay.
It's not long after this conversation draws to a little less focused that the drums start playing outside the pens, signaling it is food time, evening ration, and there is the obvious fast movement to get in line.
I will pick up Melanda. This time, fireman's carry to be quick and get in line.
Okay. Does anyone hold back?
No.
Nope.
Okay. I won't move the tokens for this. The same scene plays out that you've seen before. One by one, you are requested, or like ordered rather than requested, to leave the pens to pick up your bowl of slop and water ration and return back to the pens. Does anyone refuse to do so?
No, I'll just. Maybe. Is there any, like, from the guards around that, like, were, like, with the gladiator stuff? Have they, like, taken a shift here or something? After they brought us here?
The guys that came with you.
Yeah.
Take a perception check as you leave the pens, and let's see if you can find someone.
15.
You're pretty sure that those guards aren't on their current shift.
Okay. Yeah. I guess I won't do anything special. No, not smart.
Okay. The last person who doesn't get in line will be one of the slowest ones, and that will be the same guy that failed to take a ration. Pink Dot Dude, because he doesn't have a faction at this point.
Lokar, you said you were carrying Melanda up to the rations?
Yeah, I don't know if they.
Yeah, were we able to get an extra set of rations for Melanda for when she awakes?
Let's say yes.
Okay, cool.
You're,
Keeps it all for himself. No, I'm kidding.
the guards almost laugh as you're carrying Melanda over your shoulder, just they appreciate your creativity, much to the detriment of Mr. Pink Dot, and he is left there in the pens by himself, And he just slumps against the stake.
Oh, poor thing.
The
We
night.
got.
The. Go ahead.
Can I have a question?
Yep.
We had water and the questionable
Yes.
forage, right?
Yep.
Okay.
The gray, lumpy, mystery slop.
I hate things. Oh gosh. Magram would share his slop with the pink dot guy,
You would give it to him.
but not his water. No.
Okay, so you give the food to Pink Dot Dude?
Yes.
Okay. He will take less damage. He doesn't have any water, but we'll see if he survives the night.
I mean, there's water in this. There's this thing a bit, at least.
What do you mean?
In the food.
There's water in the
You-
food? Eh.
Yeah, I mean, there's
It's
often,
not
like,
really, in
Yeah.
the same way. It's like eating mashed potatoes. Yeah, there's a little bit of
Mm.
like milk in it, but it's not exactly hydrating.
Yeah, for sure.
All right.
Did you see if anyone moved during the whipping before we got here?
Who are you talking to?
The
Duck
slave?
guy, I think.
Oh, to the pink dude.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Sorry, your token's not there. Roop. The slightly older human with he's like slightly balding, and his hair is in clumpy patches with scars through his hair, and his skin is sunburned and leathery, blistering here and there. And he looks up to you with weak, tired eyes and says, I keep my head down, stranger. After my fellow friends didn't make it last night. Ever since you guys have come along, things have taken a turn for me that are likely to not bode well for my future. I thank you for this. He gestures to the food, and he eats it like weakly.
Of course. I saw what happened to two of your fellows. One got killed, the other one, well, also killed. What happened to I believe it was three of you that were sleeping together, no?
Well, one of you didn't like the fact that we wouldn't accept you into our tent.
Yes, I saw that. The second one got choked, but I remember that
Choked?
at night, the three of you were sleeping together?
We were expecting to try and keep our body heat together.
Yes, so there's only one of you. Where's the other one?
He didn't make the night, and if anything is to go by, cleanup crew would have taken him, and well, you know how it is.
Yeah. Stay in the shade. Well, I'll pray that you make it out of here.
He looks up to you as you're about to leave and says, "Do you believe in something, stranger? A higher power? Something to blame for putting us here, perhaps?"
Well, Perhaps I do.
What is the name of the one you follow, stranger?
Magrim points at the sun.
The old guy, like, looks at the sun quizzically, and then back to you.
Whatever you call it in your language here, your dialect, that's the name of it.
You worship the sun.
I suppose I do. It goes by many names. In our land, it's called a little different. But yes.
He turns away almost dismissively and says, I've cursed the sun far too many days in my life. I was hoping for a new name to curse.
Well, I suppose you can keep cursing it. Ad infinitum.
He begins to eat the food.
He'll go back to his allies.
Praise the sun.
Mm.
Does it seem like
Go ahead.
there's any chance Melanda's gonna wake up soon?
You're gonna have to roll a medicine on that.
Sure, I will.
Just splash a little bit of water on her face.
Got a good old 10.
Perfectly average.
Mm-hmm.
Her breathing has gotten a little stronger. You've seen many a person knocked out in your time. You get the feeling like it's gonna be another couple of hours before she stirs from her unconscious state.
I think I'll try to give her some water best I can.
She kind of coughs as she takes it, almost like spits it up again, but you do your best to, like, put some small drops of water on her chapped lips. Keep her hydrated a little bit. The sun starts to dip, and the feeling of the cooler desert air rushes into the slave pens, giving you all a bit of a shivering sensation on your skin. It's a breath of relief from the sweltering heat. But it's only a short reprieve, for you all know what is coming. Night.
I think we should keep the same watch as last time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Yeah.
And a reminder that people might not like us even more now, so let's not be, well, only be mean if you can afford it to, alright?
Okay. Point made.
I mean, you could duck it so far, so seems like you know when to, hopefully. Anyway, I'm going to sleep. Good luck.
Okay. Sleep well.
You too. All of you.
Oops, shit.
Whoa.
We go into a dream world.
Earthquake.
Yeah, literally.
Oblivion comes for you.
Oh man, I
World
gotta
explodes. Campaign over.
make new characters.
Someone somewhere had a bag of holding and a black hole.
Yep.
Okay, so what is the order of sleeping?
Well,
Or
the
watches.
last time, the turns we took was first Aurora, then Magrim, then
Yep.
Lisa, then Carrick, and last Lokar. if you guys want to keep it that way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's how it went. Yeah.
I
Okay.
think we have to deal with someone not being able to see in the dark anyway. So,
Indeed, you put the
best
the,
we
the
can do.
two non. Well, I don't think Kara can see in the dark.
Yeah,
but,
we have 3, which is what I mean. Like, we have the first and last watch with people that can see in the dark, and then we have one that has to be in the middle.
Mhm,
Yeah.
mhm. All right. Before Aurora, her watch goes uneventful. There is some movement around the camps. Small fires are lit to keep people warmer. And there is some looks towards your camp that are seen from the fireplaces, but Aurora doesn't do much other than just like take a bit of a walk, not too far away, to stretch her legs. But she's on the lookout for something, but doesn't see it. It's not too long before she comes back to wake Magrim. Magrim, you're like jostled at the foot by Aurora and says, "All clear, your turn. There is some movement in the camps. Some restlessness."
Okay. Gotcha. Did Manaj keep you up with his snoring? No, I'm sorry, not Manaj. Grange, that's the one.
I do not understand how such a beast of a man can lay so, well, like the dead. But if anything is to go by that potion we all drank, well, most of us drank today, I can understand why he would be exhausted.
Right. Anyway, sweet dreams and all. Trying to get some shut eye.
Okay. As you get up and Aurora goes to sleep, it's only like 10 minutes or so when you start to hear a noise coming from your camp, from your tent.
Like, he goes in,
Mhm.
takes a look.
You can see, lying on the ground, Nissa is making some very strange noises. Some grunts and some murmurings, almost like she's talking to herself. And this is because, Nissa, you are having quite a dream.
Oh.
Is it in Inferno?
It's more mutterings.
Okay.
So, Nissa,
Yeah.
in your sleepy state,
Mhm.
starting as the feeling of sleep takes you and your breathing is slowed, your muscles relax, but that potion isn't playing nicely with you. Your stomach turns and roils, and it doesn't give you the perfect feeling for sleep. The withdrawal symptoms from this R potion, whilst necessary and needed, you do feel a strange sweat. But as you enter the void of unconsciousness, your mind swirls with the thoughts and experiences of the past couple of days. The new friends in arms you fought alongside with today. The sound of cracking whips. Then A darkened room with the smell of stale ale, sweat, and sex. Then the adrenaline of an approaching induction. And finally, the swirls of senses and emotions steady, and your dream scene becomes clearer, with the familiar light of the desert sun waking you through the crack in the roof in your home in the Warrens. Your dream plays back your actions of the morning you were captured. The feeling of the painful cramps of hunger, the curiosity of the noise in your home, too loud, below your mezzanine floor, the sight of a homeless hobgoblin snooping around your abode. Time snaps forward, and the dream shows you the moment you heard those words in your head, and your action of obliterating this pitiful creature. That moment, time slows as he collapses with the look of surprise and fateful pain on his face. Time slows further as his body descends to the floor, until time stops completely. The hobgoblin suspended in midair, the moment as his soul is torn from his body and pulled to you. Time may have stopped, but for his eyes. His eyes snap to you, staring directly at you. You hear your heartbeat as you lock eyes with your victim. Dum dum, dum dum. And then the eyes begin to glow yellow until all you see are just his eyes. As far as you're concerned, the world is flooded in total darkness, but the light of his eyes remains. And then they begin to move. Like fireflies paired, you track their movements in the darkness as they move side to side, away from you, towards you, looping around you, and then away. And you follow in the darkness. You chase the eyes through the dark, tripping over various undiscernible objects in your path, and cursing, swearing at the fact that they trip you. You don't know why you are chasing, but you feel compelled, a burning need to know where these eyes are going. You chase deeper into the darkness, and rock underfoot begins to become wet. Yet you persist, splashing through ankle-deep liquid. You curse at the eyes for its unrelenting fleeing, and then, with a burst of speed, they shoot upwards, and you stop your pursuit. The eyes swirl in the darkness above you, taunting you from their height, until they stop, fixed in place, and float 100 feet above you, staring, and they grow in size. You hear your breathing. It is quick and haggard, and the sound of your heartbeat echoes in the space you now stand in. Dum 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 dum. And the eyes continue to look down to you. Standing below these enormous eyes as they grow, the water right in front of you begins to illuminate an ethereal purple light, and you begin to see more of where you are. A deep, expansive cavern with strange green mists obscuring your vision beyond your 60 foot of night vision. And as your eyes become accustomed to this light, you see a thin mist above the illuminated water. Curiously, you cock your head. What on earth? What the fuck? And then you yelp as a deep, rumbling voice booms through the cavern. Observe. Obediently, you peer into the rippling, glowing water. Beyond the surface, you see an ethereal form of a girl with curly white hair, dark horns, and purple skin. Her arms and legs are bound by spiked vines that clearly torment her. The faint sound of her painful crying crash through your heart as you recognize who you are being shown. She weakly struggles against her restraints, wailing as her attempts seem entirely irrelevant. She struggles until her strength begins to falter, and just as the vines begin to tighten their grips on her limbs, that same hobgoblin you sent to his death appears next to her. In surprise, she gasps and attempts to struggle away from him. Yet all the hobgoblin does is kneel before the girl and rests there. Your heart beats. Dum dum, dum dum. His form shifts into a shadowy essence, similar to that same essence that flowed to you when you took his life, and she gasps as that essence flows into her body. And with it, new resolve. She begins to fight back against those vines, struggling with a renewed sense of strength. And then she looks up to you through the watery window, and her voice flows up to you. Save me, Nissa. The scene beyond the glowing water fades, and the voice booms once more in the cavern. Souls more. I give you take. The purple pool begins to ripple, and a dark globe rises slowly through the surface. And then it steadies, floating in front of you 4 feet in the air. For a few seconds before the globe cracks like an egg, and dark liquid drains back into the pool. Remaining, floating where the globe was, is a curled up, damp, pale, furry weasel. It stirs and opens its pitch black eyes and looks at you. As you stare back at this creature, you see yourself in its eyes. The eyes blink, and you awaken.
Oh my god.
You did cut out a bit
Sorry, what did I cut out? Saying?
when the evil voice was talking a bit. That kind of cut out.
Did you? He said,
I think there was.
"Souls more I give, you take."
Okay. Yeah, the last
Okay.
part. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Nissa, you awake in your slumber, and Magrim, this is where you see her, Nissa, startle and wake up with a snap.
Yeah. Nisa startles awake, and she immediately goes up and feels her own face and cheeks, and they're all damp. She's been sobbing, and she's murmuring, "Hero, Hero, where are you? Where am I?" She's completely disoriented.
Lisa, are you okay?
She turns to you with a snap. Oh, 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 yeah, yeah. No, I'm okay. I'm Peachy. Yeah.
Don't lie to me.
Um, well, I had an atrocious nightmare.
Okay, that's better. And Hero? Is that like someone you're looking for?
Here, Hero, um, Hero's my sister. Well, was my sister. Um, she's no longer with us.
I'm sorry to hear that.
That's all right. Yeah, it's okay. I had a dream about her. Um, but it felt so real. Um, so fucking real. I'm not gonna lie. I thought I was seeing her. I thought it was real.
Okay. Well, if you ever want to talk more about it, I'm always open. He says open in Infernal.
Thank you, she says in Infernal.
Now, your watch is in a couple of, you know, uh, something 30 minutes. You can nap for a bit. I'll
Oh
wake you up
no,
once you turn.
I'm I'm all right.
I just wanted to test something. If you're not going back to sleep, can you watch over me for a while?
Yes, I'll watch over you. I'm not going back to sleep.
Okay. Now, uh, let's just take your mind off things for a bit. Um, can you see in the sand as well as I do?
Can I what? Sorry.
You see the sand that I'm standing on, yeah? It's not
Oh,
just black and white,
mhm,
yeah? Okay.
yeah.
Magrum draws a circle in the sand,
Okay.
and he draws four more next to it, like in a square. And he says, well, we are here. And he points into one of the circles.
Hmm.
From what I've read, and let me tell you, the, the stuff that I've read is very limited on anti-magic, dampening magic. There's usually a
Okay.
range to it. There's usually some point where it cannot reach you. And seeing how there's four towers around us, and he points to like the outer edges of the circle, and not circle, the square that they're in.
Hmm.
I suppose there must be at least some blind spots where we could use our magic. Now, I wanted to do this yesterday, but I was kind of busy with my own thoughts. So, if you could watch over me, I have a spell that's just me waving my hands around. And if that works, and if I feel it working, then that's our blind spot where we can hold our ground, if you will. You with me?
Oh yeah, definitely. Just make sure not to get spotted. But
I'll, I'll try my best. What I'm worried more is about the elves. making some moves on me, and you take a look at that, alright?
Oh yeah, those snitching motherfuckers.
Damn right. Alright. So, Magrim will go into the middle, like somewhere around that area.
Mm-hmm.
He'll try to
Okay.
be as discreet as he can. So I think I need to roll stealth for this,
You
yeah?
do.
Okay. The elf. Button. Press.
You got it.
You feel somewhat, well, you feel as stealthy as you feel.
Okay. He'll go into the middle, and I looked at my spells. And only one of them that requires somatic components is absorb elephants. I'm sorry, absorb elements.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Elements.
1,000 elephants fall from the sky.
Yes. Suddenly
You
an
absorb
elephant.
them.
You absorb them all.
Yes.
The most subtle
Spell is
spell
over
possible.
now.
Yes. I know. I'm no
There are
longer
no more
compelled by your
elephants in the
elephants.
world.
They don't exist. I am the elephant. I have absorbed them. I have their hit points
Your nose is now prehensile and you can pick up things with it.
and grapple.
And grapple with your nose.
Nice.
Yes. So he's going to cast that. He's just moving his hands around and seeing if it works once he gets into the middle. Because from what he believes, and that's a low roll, from what I remember, his Arcana check for the anti-magic fields.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna see if it is able to function, if the spell goes off.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, can I just say that Nisa moves right there behind the stake,
Yep.
just so that she can keep an eye on the elves, basically.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sure.
Should I roll stealth or?
Yeah, if you want to roll stealth, you can roll stealth. That's fine.
Oh yeah. Okay.
13.
Hehe.
Okay, so you can more or less see. Okay, cool. Just calculating your dark vision.
Mhm.
Okay. So with absorb elements, you are reacting to energy being thrown at you. You're still able to cast a spell, and you can feel when something goes off, regardless. You continue to attempt to prove your hypothesis that there is a gap in this magic field, anti-magic field. You do not feel the spell trigger. However, somewhat concealed within the night and blending into the darkness, you do notice some movement with your dark vision. As do you do, Nissa.
Mhm.
Some dark shadows.
So, sorry, but
Oh
Oh.
he just
We lost to Magrim.
disappeared.
yeah.
Maybe we do like a...
Okay, we do a short break until
Yeah.
Magrin comes back. We're 2-3 minutes. Grab a drink, and we'll pick up just after 2 minutes or so until Magrin comes back. So
Okay. Be right back.
we'll be right back. Stream. Be right back. I am back.
I am also back.
Great.
It's just us.
I see that Alex came back, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Quite a eventful RP session so far.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I was hoping for some combat at some point.
Where are you now?
I got new spells, man.
That you can't use.
I got new spells.
Well, you do have new spells, but yeah. We will see what happens.
Yeah. Yeah, they're not
Hello,
very
hello.
useful in here.
Hey, hey, hey. Did Alex say he's back? At all? Say hello? Before...
That was AFK until right when you joined back, so.
Oh, okay. Well, he's back in Discord, so maybe he's on a break as well, which is good.
Yeah, he's still muted.
Mm-hmm. We're just saying that quite an eventful RP session we're having here today.
Oh yeah. I was terrified when they brought Nisa into the tent with that creepy person.
The Dark Road Templar.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, you had it.
really.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say I'm really curious as to who they are and what they really want and all the stuff.
Who are they looking for? What do they want?
Your Honor, they simply hate to see a girl boss winning.
I don't need the bless bell to be hashtag blast. Thank you very much.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yep, can hear you.
Oh hi.
Hey,
Welcome back.
finally fixed it. What the heck?
The Discord gods didn't like you?
Nah, my internet.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Discord? Guys, Discord doesn't have gods. It has one god. It's called Tencent, and it's owned by China.
Okay. Well, we have
Yeah.
to
We have
sacrifice
to
something.
appease the Chinese.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Yeah.
Just everyone download TikTok right now.
Yes.
You can't make me.
Oh,
Made it this long. You can't make me.
They're watching. Always watching, Wazowski.
Yeah, they are. What do they know? Ah, heck. They're probably trying to get US something data, but all that they get is some nerds playing Dungeons and Dragons.
They're like listening out for those keywords like, torture, kill, maim, and they're like, oh wait, it's just nerds.
Yes, nuclear warhead coordinates. Yes.
Nuclear vessel.
Guys, did you know? did you know that actual ships have nuclear-powered engines? That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Why not mention Winnie the Pooh, Hemo? What did Winnie the Pooh do to the Chinese?
yeah, I was wondering.
Is that
It's
a
a
thing?
good meme. It is a good meme. Yes.
All right. It's an
Oh,
elder
yeah,
meme, but
the,
it checks out.
What's it
The
about? I never got it.
the leader of the Chinese has been referred to looking similar to Winnie the Pooh, and he found out about it and was very upset. And now Winnie the Pooh's not allowed anywhere in China.
Oh.
It's like completely banned from all Chinese media. And
Damn,
everything.
I didn't know that. That's crazy.
Yeah, I think
Oh, they hurt his ego.
I think that's why it became a good meme. I think it
Mhm.
was kind of random at first, but he saw it and like he pulled the
And
trigger really quick on it, and then that's kind of made
Yeah.
everyone,
yeah, and he
even more
reacted to
eager.
it. Yeah, that
Yeah.
was his mistake.
Well, in
Yeah.
China, obviously, they won't really be able to. So he does, it did work in his regime.
Oh my god. I just found like an article or a headline that says that PewDiePie was the one comparing the president to Winnie the Pooh.
I believe it.
Jesus Christ.
Damn. Wow.
That is a dumpster fire.
I guess he's not allowed in China.
It's just a normal day on the internet. What are you talking about?
That day, all honey was removed from the country.
Well, they do have problem with bees. They have to manually
No, guys. I think
activate the flowers.
they have the honey. It's just made by the Communist Party now.
Oh, it's our honey.
Our honey, yeah.
Mhm.
And their space program is balloons.
Yep.
What the hell?
Apparently.
There's a story Winnie the Pooh of like he tries to get some honey by putting a balloon, like attaching himself to a balloon and like covering him in dirt to make him look like a dark cloud to make the bees fly away from their hive so he can reach in and grab the honey.
Logical.
Yeah, Winnie the Pooh logic.
Makes perfect sense.
Strangely enough, the Soviet Union will copy this cartoon a couple years afterwards. And I watched it, guys.
It's our
And
our
it's
cartoon.
something. No, it's not our cartoon. Here's the thing: the Soviet people didn't have access to foreign media, so artists were able to, leave the country and whatever. So they just copied stuff. They copied movies, cartoons, everything, and it just made it slightly more, you know,
Communist.
kinda, yeah, something like that. I always found those cartoons a bit odd.
That's a loophole.
Yeah. I've had play there.
Anyway, enough about war crimes. Let's go into our war crimes.
For sure.
We'll
Okay,
talk about it.
so just as your internet crashed, Magrim, did you
Yep.
hear what was the last thing you heard?
I heard that was awesome. That's what I
Cool,
heard.
cool. You heard the elephants.
I
No,
did.
He's delusional.
Did you hear about the results of your test?
No, I remember Pixel trying to make Nisa be stealthy. That's the last thing I remember.
Okay, yeah. So Nissa is looking out for you, and whilst your hypothesis is meets with failure, your spell is unable to trigger, no matter standing in the middle of the slave pens. However, in your stealthy state, you do notice some movement, as does Nissa. It's just out of the corner of your eyes. You're like just standing there, waving your hands like a Jedi. You see some shadowed figures on the very edge of your night vision, slinking down the back sides of the tents to the east, heading southwards.
East is this way, right?
That's west.
That's west. East, this way.
Good job.
Okay. Magrim will look to Nisa and point east.
She will nod once and and book it for the tent to wake everybody up or try to alert them stealthily.
Okay. You book it to the tent, and you are met with a scene as you stare through that hole in the doorway, for lack of a better term. You see 3 figures, shadowed figures that seem to have entered through a hole in the back, and they are elves. Doop. Doop. Doop.
Oh boy.
They
Nisa would just go, called it.
At the moment you say called it, the elf in the middle, who is has been with Nahav, he hasn't said anything to you guys, but they each hold a shiv in their hands, and they were about to murk the remainder of your compatriots as you stepped away, seeing an opening, but you book it back. You see them and you say called it, which is loud enough for everyone to wake up, and we're gonna roll some initiative.
Oh boy.
Why do we not get a single break, man?
I just had to say that I was wanting some combat.
Did you say that?
I did, because I was like, I've got new
God.
spells, and now we're having combat
Damn.
in the pins, and I can't use my fucking spells.
Oh, do we still have the +2 initiative bonus from the
No, actually,
potion?
you have the withdrawals at the moment.
Oh, okay, yeah. So I stay in 14.
Well, this is not good. I guess did we get a short rest since it's been like 2 watches?
Yeah, you do.
Oh, thank God.
Did we? Okay, good.
Thank God.
As in, the way it kind of works, I'm fine with having the whole process at the start of a long rest. It starts with short rest and then goes into long rest. That's fine. If you don't complete a long rest, you still have
And
completed a short rest.
The potion, they were not in effect, right?
No, they only last 2 hours, and it's been more than 2 hours.
No worries. I just didn't remember correctly. Yay. Yes.
I just pictured the tent flap all tattered in the wind, and then Nisa going, "Ha! Call it!"
Caught you red-handed. Haha. So, what happens here? So, last 2 hours, and the addiction lasts for 3 days if you don't have another potion. You are with exhaustion though, so whoever took the potion is exhausted now.
But those that got addicted to the potion, right?
Addicted
Which
to
is
it,
that?
yes. Which is
Oh,
Aurora and Nissa. So I'm just gonna put a potion, a bad potion on you guys, because you are currently with 1 level of exhaustion.
Oh, 1 level of exhaustion. Okay. Let me add that.
You show signs of dilated pupils, itchy, jittery, delusional feelings of being superhuman or invincible, and memory loss.
Oh, that explains some things.
No, really.
I don't need no potion for that.
I was wondering. Is anyone picking up what I'm putting
That's just
down?
Nissa. That's just Nissa.
It's like, I got
just
this.
Nissa.
Yeah, come on.
Come
Okay.
at me, bruh.
Yeah. Aurora is... Okay, so I'll roll for Aurora. Initiative. There you go. Oh, it's a disadvantage. No, it's not a disadvantage. It's just exhausted.
No.
Okay,
Oh.
12. Cool. Okay, sorting. Let's get it. Do it to it. So this this bottom elf is the first one to act as Nissa pops her head in and says, "Called it." Vocally enough for you to snap out of your slumber, but you are still prone. So I'm going to say prone here to Lukar, prone to Mr. Shellshock, and prone to Aurora. And he's going to do a shiver attack with advantage. on you, Lukar. Which is a 21 to hit.
That hits.
You take 8 points of shiv damage. And moving on to Dane. He's going to do a shiv attack with advantage on the turtle. 12 to hit the turtle.
That misses.
He stabs down at you and it sort of hits your shell. And he's like, "Ting."
Do I have my reaction?
You do?
Then I'll use Sentinel
Uh-huh.
and punch this guy.
You do. You're prone, so you'll be at
You have
disadvantage.
disadvantage. Yeah. I am aware.
Cool. Thank you for remembering.
16?
16 does
Doesn't
hit.
have armor.
Yeah, does hit.
So that's 5 points of damage.
Yeah. He misses Magrim.
My turn. Okay. I can move forward,
Uh-huh.
and he's gonna go. Oh no! Oh, we interlopers.
Interlopers.
And he's gonna try to make a punch that he saw Lockhart make
Uh-huh.
at the elf that's standing here.
You're outside the tent, though. And actually
get
going, you want to go in the tent? Okay, sure.
Yeah.
It's hard to say with like where you are in this tent because it's quite a lot of bodies in there.
Yeah, it also has a lot of holes. So
Yeah, okay, you can do through. Yeah, for sure. Interlope that bad boy.
Yeah, he's gonna try to do a flying fist. See if that connects.
Damn!
Your flying fist is
Right.
successful. You punch him.
Okay.
Roll damage.
He takes 1 damage.
Yeah, he 1 damage.
Yes.
Damn!
Bam.
He's gonna just do a wizard's sock right on his chin.
A wizard sock. Cool.
Yeah, he's not the strongest, guys.
Yeah. He looks at you like, what the hell?
This is the
and-
longest punch ever.
Like a wet blanket.
Well, no, a wet blanket would do 0 damage.
Exactly. I'd
Like a
say
wet
that's pretty
blanket whip,
impressive,
like,
you know?
Yeah. Yeah, and he's gonna insult him in Elvish.
Okay, what do you say?
Your dagger. God. Your oh god.
Oh,
Your dagger is as sharp as your mind. Because I saw him miss.
oh, okay. He looks like confused though. He's like, it's fucking sharp. I must be witty. And we'll move on to Nissa.
Yo mama. So, Nisa is just gonna go up to this guy here,
Mm-hmm.
the handsome guy.
Yeah, he is a
And
kind of
she's-
handsome
she's-
guy.
Yeah.
Can I say something?
And yeah.
Like, as the DM.
Oh, if you want.
Like, I'm awake to say something.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
I
can.
thought
Yeah.
you meant to me.
Yeah, no, I would say something to everyone, and I'll just be the weapon. Get it?
Oh. Yeah. So yeah, good call. She's gonna look at Lokar and go, pass me the knife.
It's not my turn. I think you have to go to me and take it.
Yes.
But it should be easy.
Take the dick
Yeah,
dagger.
well,
No,
you
it's
throw
not.
it.
Hey,
Reach into his loincloth and pull out the firm dagger.
Whoa. Whoa.
I don't remember the dagger being this big.
Pause.
Sorry, I don't have any other place to put it.
It's a club.
Is that the dagger in your pants, or are you just happy to see me?
Plot twist: the dagger is actually hanging between his butt cheeks.
He's protecting his rear like a good soldier.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, yeah, I'm gonna go to him, because I don't want to risk it if in case he throws it or something and I don't catch it. No, no, no.
Yeah, you're gonna have to like go around to the side down here,
gonna-
reach through like a hole in the tent, fumble around in his loincloth for the dagger, and then withdraw.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna risk it.
He's on the ground, so it's easy enough to like find. He's like looking up because he just did a punch attack. So you can like where he put it, so it's perfectly fine
Okay.
to take it out.
Plan
Although
for this.
that's kind of an action to sort of search him and pull it out though.
Really? I would like a
Yeah,
bonus
that's what I was
action.
going to ask. If that was a
Um,
whole action.
Because it's 6
Like-
seconds. It's like
Yeah, we kind of prepared for it. We kind of knew what we were doing.
6 seconds. So
Yeah, well-
I'll say it's an action that you pull it out.
Okay. So yeah, I'll use my action for that, and that's all because I don't have any spells or any magic, so that's all.
Okay, you now have the
Let's do
Dick
that.
Dagger. This guy will attempt
Like,
to.
I mean, it had poison on it, by the way. I don't know if that probably dried by now, but it did have poison.
Oh yeah. It's been close
that's
to
right.
somewhere warm, so yes, no poison.
That's not.
Aurora gets an attack of 23, and Shiv attack for 7 points of damage. So I will take that off of her. Two. Oh. Cool. She takes it. Owie. Kark.
All right, so because I've already said previously that I sleep in my shell,
Oh yeah.
because I'm in my shell, the only action I can take is a bonus action to get out of my shell. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna use half my movement to stand up, and then that's my turn.
Wait, is an action to leave your shell?
It says the only action you can take while in your shell is to use a bonus action to emerge.
Yeah, but then
Well,
you
you're
have your
right.
action after you've
Yeah.
emerged.
I just assumed that meant that was the only thing I could do on my turn.
No, the idea
was
is that you
to
can't
emerge.
do an action while in your shell.
Yeah,
That's the
Oh,
idea.
okay.
yeah,
You cannot
exactly.
cast-
So I can still
Yeah,
attack.
You can't
Yeah, you
spell
cannot-
attack from within your
Yeah.
shell.
That would be cool though.
You could like technically do a. Oh no, yeah. The only thing you can do is come out of it because you can't see anything.
Right, right. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So then, yeah, I come out of my shell, bonus action.
Yeah.
Half my movement to get up from prone.
You do.
And then I'm gonna attack him with my claws.
Oh, you got the claws.
I got claws.
Okay, the claws attack. Go for it.
Yes.
Oof.
Oh yeah. Maybe you're still sleepy.
I should
He
have stayed in my shell.
like
Don't like attacking with your claws.
it's kind of like slow motion turtle getting up at you. like you ducks it under like a sloth is attacking.
Yeah.
The slowest attack ever.
Alright, now that's my turn.
Okay, Aurora, she will stand up and she will attempt to grapple this boy.
Attacks would have advantage because I think. Oh no, actually, never mind. That's it. It's not here. Never mind.
I'm sorry, what?
No, I did say it. I'll
Okay, okay.
I'm this room or something.
So her athletics. Wait. Her athletics is. Oh shit. Well, this is gonna be an exciting roll for everyone to see.
Oh.
Oh, sorry, girl.
I mean, it's gonna roll worse, you know.
He easily dodges it. He slaps her hands away. It's like very weak, trying to grip her, and twists easily out of the way. No grapple there. Lokar.
All right. I stand up.
You do.
Still don't have my stuff back. Does the middle guy's the only one we hit a bit? Does it
Yes.
seem like how does he look after my one punch that I gave him?
I mean, he looks fine.
Okay.
He looks a little bruised.
I will shout loudly.
Oh.
What the fuck is going on? What do you guys fucking want here? And he's going to. I guess he's gonna unload the main guy.
How loud do you shout, by the way?
Very loud.
Okay. Very.
Like loud.
Uh-huh,
To wake people up.
Oh, yeah. What do you mean wake people up? As
You
in
know, I
loud
mean, maybe
enough to wake.
Grunge.
Okay,
maybe
so like
Grunge
loud
wakes
enough
up.
for everyone to hear.
Yep.
You literally yell it. Cool. Thank you for the information.
Yeah, in kind of an like not a like an intimidated way, you know, just
Yeah,
being
yeah,
very
yeah.
loud and
I'm just like gauging the
aggressive,
sound
yep,
at this point. How loud. Okay, cool.
and I'm going to punch him. That's not too good, I'd say.
Yeah, you shout and he sees your lunge attack and he dodges underneath it.
And then I'm going to spend 1 key point to attack twice. So bonus action.
All right.
God damn it.
All right, good. One more.
God damn it.
That yeah, he dodges like a ninja in the night.
If only we could have flanking edge.
Yeah, no flanking here.
Yep.
Anything else?
Honestly,
I think-
That's impressive. It's a very pepper roll. 4, 5, 3.
Hey, I was doing better.
You were.
Let's just pretend it never happened.
We'll skip over it. Okay, this guy.
Yep.
He sees that Nissa has taken a weapon, as he has the dark vision, and he's going to square off against her. As he's halfway into the tent anyway. He steps out of it, and he is gonna maneuver here, and he's gonna sort of have this sort of standoff, dagger dago, and he's going to do a stab attack. But it won't be at advantage this time. It is a 15 to hit you.
Oh my god, it hit.
Okay, the slash across your ribs for 6 slashing damage. Well, it's actually piercing damage because it's a dagger, but...
I'm
Woohoo.
punch him.
Okay.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Try to-
Hey, look at
yeah.
this.
You're-
Right,
A fist comes out of the side of the tent.
Yep. I'm better at reacting apparently. 5 extra damage to this guy.
Yeah, it knocks him a little bit to the side as he was not expecting that. Dane is going to realize that his attempt of assassination is not working, and he's going to get out of here by disengaging.
Damn it, I should have used my reaction. I can't do that even if it's disengaged, usually.
Yeah, you could, but it's
Ah.
going to disengage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Only more like
6.
6 squares, right?
Yeah, I can move more than
yeah.
that.
Yeah, you can disengage. Cool, Magram.
Nissa, can you take him? Are you alright?
Oh, hold on.
I am, as I said, I am peachy.
1 second. It's actually a layer action at 20. And since Lokar shouted, this guard will hear it. And his layer action will be to shout, "Trouble in the pens!" And he will cock his crossbow and fire randomly into the general area. And we will do a 1, 2. Melander's not moving, so it could be anyone. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'll roll a d7, and we'll just go from like a grid left to right, and then down left to right, then down left to right. So Aurora's 1, Elf is 2, Karik 3, Magram 4, Lokar 5, Nissa 6, Elf 7. I'll
Okay.
roll it out in the open.
Does the 10 give any cover?
He's doing blind, so it's just like the attack action. It's like he shoots a crossbow, and it will be to Aurora, and it will be a certain amount. It'll be 6 points of damage as the crossbow hits her.
Hit. Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
Oh, I think Spiker is watching. Hey, Spiker.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, I did. I was like, what? Sorry, I skipped over Magram. Just go, there you go.
Ugh. Right. Okay. Christ. All right. Uh, Technically, we can keep these guys hostage if they don't disengage. Technically.
Are you saying that to yourself?
I'm thinking.
Oh.
I can probably cannot keep up with that elf that is running away. That's fine. Can't grapple him. Hmm. Oh yeah, he still asks Nisa if she's alright, by the way.
Oh yeah, yeah. Nisa is just going. Yeah, I'm fucking pitchy.
E.T. or
Never been better.
PT or Peachy? I didn't
Peachy.
catch that. Peachy. Ah.
Pitchy.
Oh, I didn't know
She's
you
fine.
guys had Peaches.
Yeah, yeah. Doing great.
Okay. Well, in that case, he'll move over there and see if he can help Aurora.
Yeah. You can certainly do that. How do you help?
Elbow.
Elbow. Okay.
Okay, let's try elbow.
Channel
this
your
time.
inner Lokar, and you do so.
Yes. All right, he's gonna
One-
elbow
What?
the knee of this guy as he slides under him. A whole damage.
A whole damage to the knee. His adventuring days are shaky.
Yes. And he's gonna insult this guy in Elvish too.
Okay, I'm gonna say you do so, and he like looks a little bit frustrated at this. Nissa, dagger, dago.
Okay. Yes. Nisa is going to look at this guy and go, "It's just the two of us now, darling." And she's gonna stabby stab.
Okay, roll
with-
stab.
with it. Okay, let's go. I rolled a what?
You like basically informed him that you're about to attack, and he's like parries it like oh, I'm coming for your guts. Oh, I dodged out of the way. Oh, shocker.
Stop moving! I'm just trying to hit you with a dagger.
This guy sees being surrounded. He's gonna try and disengage and flee off into the darkness. One. This is difficult terrain. 3.
He's trying to steal your food.
Oh, really? You shout out?
Yes.
Okay.
See if the other slaves can see that.
Food? There's food? They're all kind of asleep, but there could be some stirring going on. Kark.
Let's see. Don't want to chase anybody. Gonna kind of get over here to try to corner this guy so that he can't run,
Okay.
and just hold a. I'm gonna hold an attempt to grapple if he runs my way.
Great. Ahoha sees that they've disappeared, seeing that she can't actually see in the dark. So she calls out and says, "Where'd they go?"
They're leaving. Go help Lokar. Oh, Lokar is there, and he just rotates her.
Yeah,
right.
it's pretty dark. Like there's no light or anything. So she basically runs this way into a wall that is Lokar. So I'm here to help. Where do I do?
I move with my hand, move her like in between here.
You want to like, I say like as part of her reaction, like as she bumps into you, you can like you toss her out the tent.
Yep.
Bloop. Thank you. And can see that she's there. Okay, look her.
Yeah. I'm going to try to grapple this guy.
Okay, grapple.
Grapple.
You do a
Grapple.
grapple. Do a grapple.
Ramble.
3 + 5, of course.
His grapple. Where's his dex?
Of course.
Dex better than Atris.
He dodges.
Who would have thought I rolled 3? But since I used my attack action to grapple, I can still bonus action attack.
Sure. Monk shit
so
your way
I
through
will
this.
do that.
Yeah,
Look at that,
20
that's
is
actually
a solid punch.
Okay, I'm always the same damage.
Plus 5 damage, yeah.
Always 5.
Mm-hmm.
You could think I'm not a monk.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'll stay here.
Alright. It is his turn. Seeing as there's some situation going on here, being surrounded, he can see perfectly. He will move. So Aurora, actually do Sentinel attack first if you wish.
Yep.
On.
Okay, he stays there.
Oh, different damage. 4 damage this time.
Cool.
I won.
So Sentinel happens
Mo-
first as a reaction before he moves. So he didn't actually move out
Well, the
of
moment, no, the
Aurora's...
moment he moves out of my range, or yeah, everyone, it's the same. It's the same trigger as any opportunity attack.
Sure, but in terms of like because he doesn't actually move when the Sentinel, he so the way I think that I envision Sentinel is that when you see someone who's about to move out of your range, then you attack to prevent them moving out of range.
Yeah, but it's the same thing as an opportunity attack. Just I also prevent them from moving. You know what I mean? Like, Aurora would also want to react before he moves out of range, but she can't have him stay. In theory, but she would still react to him leaving the space, wanting to get the opportunity attack off.
Fair. Okay, she'll roll. Just yeah, looking at Aurora's sheet, she will attempt to attack with an unarmed attack. Let's go Templar Punch. Oh, it'll be a disadvantage as well because she can't see. It's still a 4. I'll roll just in case it's lower.
Is that dagger also?
Okay, it's 4. Cool. She misses, but he stays there, and since he has used the disengage as an action, his movement 0. He can't do anything. Dane will flee.
Okay, I guess if he disengaged, then she wouldn't have gotten an attack. Since he disengaged.
Fair. It doesn't make any difference.
No, it doesn't matter.
So do 6 and oh no, it's 40 plus there. Magrum.
My turn. Well, that guy's running away. Magrum will try to rouse the rabble so that they try to find the others running away from them. That's going up north.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what kind of action that is.
To rouse someone from their sleep.
I guess like he's more like shouting to see if he can wait. Layer action first, though, right?
Layer action, indeed. So there's going to be a bit of a change of layer action as the shout has reached the other tower to the north, and there's some shouting, say, like, "Trouble in the pens! Trouble in the pens!" And there's some movement. You hear the iron gate in the darkness squeal open and say, "Trouble in the pens!" And there's some actions happening outside of your range of vision.
Lovely. Yeah, he's gonna, I don't know, I guess shout to see if he can get the group of people that are sleeping here to wake up and see that, hey, there's a perpetrator running in our myths.
Yeah. You hear it. I mean, what sleep? I was to take the sleep spell because I think.
I don't have the sleep spell.
Yeah, it's not like a magical sleep though. So yeah, they wake up like, what's going on? What's going on? And you hear Grange's snoring stop and say like, "What's up, brah? What's going on, brah?" And he's gonna.
That guy was taking your protein.
Protein. Not the games. He's like, what's going on? He can't see anything because he's a Goliath. So, he's like, so yeah, and also he's kind of obscured with the tent. So he's like, what's going on? It's like what do you say? You're taking his protein?
No, the elves are taking your protein.
It's like, what's a protein?
Meat.
Taking my meat. And he's like, he looks around and he can't see anything. It's like he can barely even see you.
What's a protein?
Ah, right. I forgot education. Ah, no.
Nissa.
I mean, it's in
Alright.
character. I'd say that this works.
The educated shouting to the completely uneducated about a protein. It's like, what's a protein?
Yes.
Yeah. Well, Lisa's going to attempt one more stabby stab
Mm-mm.
at the guy here.
Yep.
So let's go. Come on. Oh my god, not again.
Oh my god. Okay, that's two
Not
nat
running
ones
good right
in
now.
a row. Okay.
Yeah,
yeah.
Eric had his nat one.
That is a bit of an unfortunate situation. No, I don't do like nat one like was it mistake attacks? I mean,
Where you
Well,
like hit your friends.
that is so bad. Like, imagine a fighter with that.
yeah, but the thing is, no, I don't mean to say like you would attack anyone else, but it's more like would he parry it to like disarm you at the same time? Like, do they get it? But then if I do that on them, then you're gonna do it. It'll be the same for you. So I'll just leave it. He just easily sees what you're doing and can easily dodge you. It's like he's well trained in the art of assassination.
Lisa will just half and go, "Why don't you stop moving?" Like genuinely pissed off now.
Try and hit me. Try and hit me. I can dance all day.
Gets punched by me.
This guy is going to hide, as he's like he's gonna maneuver a little bit, and then he's gonna hide. He's gonna roll some stealth. And he does a stealth. And he'll continue slinking away in stealth mode. The Pink Panther theme plays.
No Pink Panther. Christmas music because he's an elf.
Yeah, his shoes jingle a little bit.
Yes.
He's
Card.
got sleigh bells on his shoes.
Slave bells are okay. Oh my god. Taking inspiration for the bad. Like, really good joke.
Yeah, nice one.
I'll take it.
Slave bells ring. Are you listening?
Let's see.
And disperse.
I'm gonna try to grapple this guy.
Okay, grapple
Just hold
attack. Grapple. Grappling.
That's athletics, right?
It is an athletics roll, and he gets to roll dex. Oh, acrobatics rather. Oh shit. Oh wow. He rolled a 20. So you grapple him.
I'm gonna like arms and legs both around him and just lay on my shell and hold him. So like I'm on my back holding him on my stomach.
Sure. Like a turtle torture rack.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. He's still kind of struggling. He's not like prone or anything, but
Yeah.
for flavor. So Aurora, it'll be like just a disadvantage punch. I'll do this from D&D Beyond. Public roll. It'll be disadvantage roll. Wait, do you have dark vision, by the way?
Me?
Yeah.
I do not.
Your grapple is a form of attack, so technically it would be a disadvantage.
Oh no.
I mean, it's an athletics check. I mean, up
It's
to
still
you.
no.
Yeah, it's up to you.
roll another again. Kark. Oh wait. It's the same. So you did the attack, so he meets it. It beats it, so he's not
Amen.
grappled.
Okay.
And Aurora misses her punch. Lokar.
I will try to grapple also.
Okay, grapple.
But I suppose I also have disadvantage, right?
Yeah, you would have been rolling with disadvantage. I just
Yeah,
forgot.
sorry.
Question.
Yeah, I thought like because it was so close, you said there were fires around that we could like see something.
No. That
Since
long ago.
since I would have had disadvantage because of dark vision, but then would I not have had advantage because I'm flanking with?
There's no flanking.
No flanking.
Yes, unfortunately, no
Okay.
flanking.
Don't push it, dude. We don't want
Yeah,
to
I
use
know, I know,
flanking.
I know, I know.
Yeah, if you flank, I flank, and yeah.
Yeah.
Athletics, 11. No, sorry.
Good old 6 and a 6.
Oh wait,
Bonus
he
action.
needs to roll.
Yeah, he could fail.
Oh no, he doesn't. He makes it with an 18.
I'm going to use a key point to do a flurry of blows on this guy,
Okay.
but now with a bunch of disadvantage.
Mm.
I mean, it doesn't
Dodge,
matter if it is disadvantage or not, you know.
Dang man, rolling some heckin' low numbers there. The pepper curse is returned? Question mark?
No. Let's just ignore it. Let's pretend I roll good.
Okay.
I rolled so good today. Let's go.
Yeah, nighttime, y'all. So he's gonna try. He will disengage for sure. So roll your
You know,
sentinel.
Come on. 20.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! Yeah. Heck yeah, he stays there.
I'm saying the reactions are better than my actions.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he takes 6
Mhm.
damage and he stays.
Yeah, he seems to
And
be. Hmm?
can I on my turn? I guess I wanted to say something.
Yep.
Since I heard the gods, I would be like shouting, "The elves tried to murder us in our sleep.
Okay.
They have weapons on them."
Okay. Where are we? Here. This guy is going to maneuver back there. And your turn, Magram.
Oh, he's
Okay.
bitching.
Okay. Magram, well, seeing as the guy that he was going for has left, gonna move down to the dog pile.
To the dog pile.
Yeah.
And yeah, he'll move down there. Wait, hold on.
Oh shit.
That's not right. Yeah, that's more realistic.
Mm-hmm.
He'll
You
move.
could go on the other side. You have enough movement.
No,
Oh, we're-
not
oh
will.
yeah, you
with-
double exhaust. Yeah.
I have level 2 exhaustion now, dude.
I remember.
That's why I couldn't move a lot in the last fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Magram will slide on over there, and he'll try to do a fancy fighting move. The one that he saw Locker do once, and Magram was impressed by it, so he'll just gonna try to
Okay.
replicate.
Channel. Yeah, in a Luca. I
He's
think it's like
gonna-
Luca can't see you, so he can't be impressed, unfortunately. But
Fair, but at least Nisa can see it. So
Yeah.
Magram's
Oh
gonna,
yeah.
run
He's
towards
gonna be
the wall.
hyping you up.
He's gonna run towards the wall, try to push himself off the wall, and attack this guy with his kick.
Hmm.
Oh,
So
wow,
I'm gonna use
okay.
inspiration to give myself advantage on this attack.
Okay, so you don't have to call it. You can use it after, if you miss.
Oh.
You don't
Alright.
have to. Yeah. I'm a lenient god.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, just unarmed strike, 18.
It hits. You don't need to use your inspiration.
Awesome. So yeah, he did a jump from the wall and kick to this guy's ribcage. Damn.
It's still pretty light for a damage point, but it is still a damage point. And you hear it's like you clunk him on with your foot, your unbooted foot.
Okay. Yes.
Nissa.
And
And
he'll just go, what?
he's
Anything
gonna
else?
Done.
and he's gonna cheer for Nisa.
It's like the people that can't see in the dark are like, "What's going on?" Like there's like, and Nissa goes, "Woo!"
Okay, so, well, yeah, just gonna try to stab him again. See if
Yeah.
I can get it this time.
Okay, net one
'cause-
again, please. If you net
Get
one
it.
again, you're gonna drop the
Get
blade.
it?
Oh no! Oh no!
There might be weird things.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
you did it.
Heck yeah, team.
The
team
stab,
play.
the stabbing is gonna happen. Roll damage.
Finally. Okay, roll damage. Let's just go. Oh my god. That's
3
just...
points of piercing.
I rolled a 1, but yeah, it's a +2. So you got finally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you doing can you do non-lethal damage with a dagger?
Yeah, you can
I mean,
punch with it.
melee. I think in the past, at least, you've ruled that melee.
Yeah,
can decide.
melee attacks can do it, but is Nissa doing it non-lethally? Or looking for a soul?
I mean, I would say she is, but the consequences might be. Well, nah, she kills him.
Okay. Okay. The dagger enters through his rib cage and pierces a lung. You hear a gasp of air come out of him, and he collapses to the ground. Did I miss my? I did miss my layer action. So I'm gonna say like the guards are coming in hard and fast. You hear multiple armored feet,
Oh my god.
tromping through the ground. They are almost on you, but it will take another round before they're upon you. He collapses to the ground, dead.
Does Magrum see his soul fly into Nisa?
Actually, no. This is the soul does not go to Nissa at this point.
Elves don't have a soul. No.
Yeah, freaking cowards.
They're like gingers. Nissa. What? Do you... Okay, so we're gonna pause the initiative for the moment. You can hear the choo, 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 choo of soldiers and guards coming your way. What do you all do?
I'm going to hide the dagger again.
Yes, Nathan's just gonna let go of the dagger and try to hide it.
Okay, Lokar picks it up and like puts it into his loincloth belt.
Back
Oh,
between his
okay.
butt cheeks.
Yep, between his butt cheeks, for sure.
Exactly.
Straight up the butthole. No,
Yep.
it's
yeah.
sheath.
Can
Squeeze them
Magrum
tight.
can Magrum do the same? This elf had a dagger on him.
He did, yeah.
Maybe we should, but well, we need to.
We need,
The story's
we need
straight,
proof
you
that
know.
they had a weapon.
So you have like 1 round to do something here each before the guards
Maybe
are upon you.
You guys are good at talking. You can still do it.
Yeah, actually, fair point. Yeah, he'll go to the front.
Okay.
That
Okay.
with speed and see if he can like reason with the guards and tell them what happened.
Okay. Well, they're
Gonna
they're.
say-
Oh Lord, they're coming. Hold on.
Oh Lord, they're coming.
Oh Lord. He needs some milk.
Jump, 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 jump.
Oh my god, that's too many of them.
Okay, so Magrum dashes to the front to be like, hey, nothing to see here. Lokar, what do you do?
I will kind of. I mean, I kind of continue what I said before.
Sorry, I missed that.
Kind of also looking at the guard at the top who kind of should have seen something. And just say, the elves attacked us. They have weapons on them. They fled to to their camp, I think. But we
Okay.
have one here.
Okay, you attempt to like profess your innocence in this whole endeavor. Roll a persuasion.
fun.
Aurora will try to. She will sneak the dagger. She'll like fumble around and find it on the ground and hide it. Oh no,
Just
Lokar took it, right? Lokar took the button.
No, we didn't took his. We
Yeah,
were
we-
thinking
Oh,
about
you
keeping
took
his
you took
daggers,
Nissa's.
so
Yeah.
We
So
left it.
Aurora's gonna like try and take his dagger.
Yeah, the
sleight of
idea
hand.
was keeping it there so they could see that.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh
we
really?
want the-
Okay,
we
okay.
want the
Yeah, we
guards
left
Oh, you want
know
it to be
that-
there. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Can I just not roll persuasion?
Yeah, like that was Magram's thing. He wanted to tell the thing that happened to the guards.
Oh, okay. So what does Loco want to do then? If it's just like not...
Isn't it okay to just talk on a roll? Like,
Well, it
I don't
depends on
need
if
to
you're trying
convince
to.
anybody. I'm just wanting.
Okay, you're not trying to convince anyone. You're just saying stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
The thing is,
mean-
like, a persuasion roll is like if there is a potential like for it to go one way or the other. So it's not even if you're bad at it, you still make a persuasion check.
Sure, I'll do it. So we can all laugh a bit.
I mean, it could be a nat 20. You've been rolling. well.
-5.
Okay. I mean, you say these words, they are heard. This is what, I can take from, whether or not it is heard in a positive or a negative way.
What is negative about this?
Well, it's just like, how convincing are you? Just like, you could just be like projecting like, hey, it's all a matter of like who hears these words and whether or not they care enough, I suppose, to be swayed. Okay.
Oh, can I just say one quick thing to help the cause? Nisa is going to kneel down on the ground and clutch at her ribcage, like where this elf splashed her.
You wanna
She's gonna go.
play like it was like an assassination attempt and you're like doing worse off?
Yes.
Okay, let's do a performance for you.
Performance. Okay. Oh my god.
Aurora's going to just get out of.
Can I assist her performance by acting like I'm helping her, like helping Pat, like check the wound and stuff?
Sure.
That
Can I
wasn't a
reprove
great
that?
roll
Yeah,
though.
Roll
Yeah,
with
it's not
advantage.
Oh, with advantage.
Because he's
okay.
helping you. He's
And you do
helping. Sorry.
Oh, God.
Yeah, helping you
Oh,
milk it. Okay,
nice.
okay. Nice. A convincing act for the Slayer. Okay, the guards roll in and they say like, "What's going on here? What are you slaves up to?" And they're gonna like look to you, Magrim, as you're standing there at the front, and they're gonna try and assess the situation.
Magrum will try to be as persuasive as he can and explain that as they were sleeping in the night, elves came back from behind with daggers and tried to stab us.
Right.
He'll gesture to Nisa clutching the wound, being very, very hurt. Even Magrum is a bit taken aback as she's performing so well.
Yeah.
Whoa, it's me.
Like a-
also point
A
also
bad-
point to the dead body to maybe give advantage.
There's gonna be advantage anyway because it's like you're making up this Shakespeare sort of like scene of like, alas, poor Yorick, I have been attacked. You're rolling around. Karek's like, there, it's only a flesh wound. And so roll with persuasion with advantage.
All right, persuasion. So it's shift. Yes, shift.
22.
Oh.
They will look at you with their insightiness, and they can only crit to actually. They don't crit. They almost critted. No, they didn't almost crit. They look at you and say like, they look to each other and say, "Fucking slaves, killing each other, leaving us of the sport. Get back to your tents, if that's what you call them. No more of this, or we'll come down hard on all of you." And the guard sort of like one guard comes over here to investigate the situation and sees a dead elf and calls back to the rest and says, "Got a dead one over here, boss." And there's a response in saying, "Just where he's meant to be. Let the worms take him tomorrow." And the guard sort of like kicks the dirt over the dead elf and turns back.
We can identify others that have done this. If you want someone to blame for what happened.
they look to you as they were moving on and say like, don't fucking care. As long as you're not murdering each other. Do what you will.
Well, that is kind of what they try to do, so.
Yeah, you're not dead yet. We're just here to
Right.
break up the fight, if there is one. Or try and get some beatdowns on some sort of activity, but clearly it's all moved on. Watch yourselves!
Okay.
And they go back and say, nothing to see here. Must have been the wind, no. Move on out. And for Magrim, who is always like the ever astute lookout, you can see that the moment this happens, there is like far fewer guards that like are watching the gate at this point. They are like watching the pens, but not the gate.
You'll mention this to our friends and say if we ever had a chance, this is it.
No, as in like when they were in the pen.
Never mind.
Now the gate is shut.
Okay. He'll keep it to himself then.
Mm-mm.
Like, make a fuss and then.
Yep. He'll explain that later.
Okay, and as the situation has moved on,
I'm gonna go look. Did they pick up the dagger? The shiv?
no, they left it there.
I'm gonna try to nonchalantly pick it up.
Yeah.
And then go back inside the tent.
All right.
Yeah, and he's just going to walk in as well, and she's going to be like, "Well, they truly, really don't care, do they?"
No. The
Oh,
moment I got my rest, I'm going to tell them what I think about what these fucking elves did. I'll tell the elves, I mean.
They try to stab us in the back. If they do that while we're here, can't imagine what they would do to us if we were allied to them.
The back and the front.
Probably. Also, what in the goddamn?
What?
I just wanted to get that out there. That was something. Never have been ambushed like this before.
Quite nice, isn't it?
In it, is that a word?
No, I mean quite nice, isn't it?
Isn't it in it? Wow, that's fancy. All right, we'll take it in it. I like the ring of that.
I guess we know that they don't really care about us having daggers and stuff. As long as we're not too open with it.
Yeah, they didn't even care enough to pick this one up off the ground. And I'll lay it in the center of the tent. Let whoever wants it take it. I don't have any need for it.
You
So
see,
can't you put it in the...
you drop it
sorry.
in the middle of the tent, and you say like, whoever wants it and needs it, and you see a dark-skinned hand grab it as Melanda is awake, and says, "This will go in his fucking neck tomorrow." And we're going to end the session there as we reach time.